My name is Ezer and to those who don't know me, I'm the eldest grandson. My mother, Henrietta, is the eldest of the Lola, we call her Lola, Verling children. Her life story. Verlantina Dizon, also fondly called Ima or Lola Verling, was born on May 10, 1923, almost 89 years ago, in a small delta town at the edge of the large Pampanga River in the province of Pampanga. Her parents were Venancio Bamba, who was a trained engineer, and Rufina Turla, housewife. They were 7 in the family. She had 6 brothers or sisters. At the start of World War II, Verlantina was the one her family relied on for support. She helped her parents and siblings by selling corn and fish. She also worked at the cockpit arena selling soda. She was the second oldest child with a sickly older brother. Her parents asked her to help care and babysit the younger ones in the family. Because of that, she was not able to continue her high school education. There was always a story that we, as kids, grandkids, remember. It was retold by our uncles, my mom, and my dad. That during World War II, they have to sell food and buy food in the evenings. In the mornings, if you do that, the Japanese soldiers will take a cut of what you sell. They will, when you're selling in the market, they take a portion. So the locals sell at night when, in the rice fields and in the fish ponds. And there was a story where she sells fish, and World War II, there are bombs, and they have to what you call this? Dig, hide in the paddies because bombs are flying and everything. And she did it courageously to serve her family. Her brothers couldn't do it because if they would be caught, they are always maybe suspected as guerrillas or against the government. So males hide themselves during those days because it's a dangerous thing to be caught during World War II, and Japanese soldiers are around. So females are more safe if they go out because they don't pose a threat. So she had to do that thing, and this happened for several months, and that's it. And just imagine a young teenage girl, doing her best to support her family. It was in the Second World War during the Japanese occupation when my Lola Verlantina met my grandfather, Bienvenido Dizon, or Ben. In the pictures, you would see him near her. They were married on October 1942 while trying to survive the harsh Japanese rule. Right after the war, they had their first child, a daughter who's my mom. After that, they were blessed to have 5 more kids, all boys, and total 1 daughter and 5 sons. Her husband's income as a laborer of the Department of Public Highways was not enough to support the family. Verlantina became resourceful and did all kinds of businesses to make her ends meet. Her backyard became a garden full of fruit trees and ornamental plants. She sold potted plants, fruits, and flowers downtown in front of the church. And she, thank you. She was a blessing to all people who passed by their house. They also raised chicken, pigs, ducks, and pigeons and sold this to the community. I asked my uncle here, because when we were growing, we never saw these chicken, pigs, and ducks, and according to him, they were back when they were still small kids. But one thing I remember is she had this beautiful garden full of roses and varied flowers. And every morning when we have a vacation, like about a month, 1 month in a year, right, we go there. My chore was to always grab a hose, grab a pail of water, and water these plants. And it took me about 2 hours every day. It's morning and afternoon. I said, oh, lots of plants and flowers, and they were very wonderful. And people would pass by buying flowers and pots and the pots. And she was very good indeed. She had this wonderful garden. And there were also fruit trees. And also I remember that she also sold ice, because it's a hot country, tropical country. During summer, people sell ice. They put it in a plastic bag, water in. And the popular known as ice candy or popsicles maybe. If you know, if you live in the Philippines and in hot summer months, you would always see people selling ice candy. It's like flavored fruits and frozen, and people are buying. And sometimes when she's not around, people will knock on the door, and we the grandkids sell them. And we make sure that we have the right money, right amount of change. Sometimes we mess up, and she just forgives us. And sometimes me and my cousin, when we're too hungry, we make some extra. She asked us to make the mixture. We put it in plastic bags, and we make some extra. And if she says, "This is 100," yes, Lola, that's 100. And we said, "How much did you make?" 105, so 5 hours. Okay, good. So we put them in the freezer, and then she counts them. She knows them, and then you sure. But sometimes we lose count. How many did we already got? I don't know. Oh no, something like that. But anyway, she never scolded us with that. But yes, she was a typical Filipino housewife during her generation, and she was the cook for the whole family. Yeah. If you have been in her house during summertime, it's a funny thing. She takes care of breakfast. Breakfast is about 7 in the morning. And at 10, we are already starting to cook. My job is to slice the garlic, and I think my cousin's job was to slice the pepper or something, or So at 10, we start cooking already. And really, looking back, it's a fun thing, but at that time, it's like a chore. But we eat at exactly at 12, and dinner time,